Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to Inventory Management Portal. This is Ali Raza and today I am going to tell you some of the changes inside the database. So let's start and have a look what we have today. Alright guys, so you can see these are the tables of our database. Today I am going to remove this products table because let me show you the structure of this. I have this product underscore category, product underscore size and product underscore color. Okay, so I'm not going to take these things inside the table, so you can drop these directly from here and you can also drop the table and recreate the table as well. Okay, so let's try to do this. Okay guys, so I wanted to remove this products table, so let's select this product table and click on the drop, and you see enable foreign key checks. You have to uncheck this and then click OK. So you see my products table has been successfully removed. Now let's try to create the product table again, but with two columns only. So create table products, okay, and then come inside pro underscore id, that should be begin, let's say not null, auto increment, primary key, all the things are the same. I have just removed those columns that I have already added. And pro underscore name, variable character 50, not null, and unique. Okay, so that's it. Now I don't want any extra column here, so click on the go button. So you see now my table has been successfully created. Now because I have changed the products, you can say products table, now I have to alter the purchase invoice detail table as well. So let's go to the purchase invoice detail and go to the structure, and here you see you have the purchase ID, the product ID, the per price and the quantity. So the three columns that were inside the product table, I have to add those three tables here as well, because every row of the purchase invoice detail contains the product along with the size of the product, the category of the product and the color of the product. So we have to do that, put that columns here inside this table. So let's go to the SQL and write here alter table, and the name of the table is purchase invoice details, and add the column name will be, let me check the column names what I have entered. So PID underscore, okay, so PID underscore category ID. Okay, so now let's open the categories on the new tab and see the data type of the categories. ID, it's integer, so we have to put here integer, not null. Okay, and then similarly we have to add the PID underscore size ID, and then we have to pass the data type for the sizes. So let's right click and check structure, and we have tiny integer for size, so tiny int and not null, and then we have PID underscore, another column that we wanted to add is PID underscore color ID, so color ID, and let's check the data type for the colors. So right click on the colors and see the structure, so we have integer. Okay, so let's write here integer and not null. So these are the three columns that I have to add inside this, but you notice one at a time we have to add. Control Z, sorry, Control Y, integer, not null. Just put these things outside for a while, and then first of all execute this. Commands completed successfully, edit inline, and now instead of this we paste the next two columns and cut this and then paste and then execute it, and then the last one, so just edit inline and paste the last, and then so I have added three columns inside my table. So let's click on the go button. So color ID will be added. Okay, so let's check now the details of the purchase invoice detail and go to the structure. Now I have to make this category ID, the size ID and the color ID as foreign keys. Okay, so for that purpose I can go to the SQL and right here, let me zoom, alter table, name of the table is purchase invoice detail, this one, add foreign key, and the column name of the table is PID underscore category ID and references, and then the table name from which I am connecting to this column. So the table name is categories, and the column which will be connected to this is category underscore. Okay, let us check the data, the column name for the categories. So categories, open, so you see cat underscore ID, so cat underscore ID. Okay, and then one thing that I have to mention here is the checks. So on delete cascade, what does this mean? This means that when somebody tries to delete the category, then the respective records in the purchase invoice details will also be deleted. But this should not be done. If there are details of that category inside the purchase invoice detail, then those categories should not be deleted. So for that purpose I am writing here on delete no action, and on update no action. This means that if somebody tries to update or delete the category inside the categories table, and if the related records are there inside available inside this purchase invoice details, then we cannot be able to perform this operation. So let's copy this and execute this line. You see commands completed successfully. Let's edit in line and create another foreign key here. After category ID we have the size ID, and the references will be the size table and sizes underscore ID. So let's check the size tables ID column name. So SI underscore ID. So SI underscore ID is the correct name, and the same setting should be applied here as well, because when somebody tries to delete the size, it should not be deleted if the data of the size is available inside the purchase invoice details. Okay, so everything is perfect now, and click go. Commands completed successfully. Just edit in line and add another foreign key, and that is the color ID. So color ID, let me check the name. Yes, color ID, and then the table name is colors and color underscore ID. Verify the name of the column inside the colors table. So color underscore ID, that's fine. And here the same settings again, because if somebody tries to delete a particular color and if the related data is there available inside this table purchase invoice detail, then it won't allow us to delete that color. Okay, that's why I have written no action. So let's try to execute this. So commands completed successfully, guys. Now the final check, that is, let's go to the purchase invoice details and go to the structure, and now you see I have all the 5 foreign keys available inside my purchase invoice detail rather than my products. Now the next step is I have to alter, because I have created already the accrued operations for this. That means the stored procedures for the purchase invoice detail, the stored procedure for the products I have already created with respect to the previous schema of the tables. So I wanted to update the products, insert, update, delete, stored procedures. So let's go to the procedures and insert products. Now you see what I have done. Inside the insert products, I have removed all the other columns and I have simply specified only the name, and ID was auto increment. So I don't want to insert the ID, simply the name. So insert procedure is up to date. Now that's perfect. So close this, don't need to change anything, I have done already. Remove the columns, and now update product. So you see inside the update product we have the product ID and the product name, and I am only updating the product name where the product ID is whatever the ID I will provide. That's it. So it is also changed. So you check yours update product, and if you find there are extra columns other than this, you remove those and simply click on the go button, okay, so that it can become updated. And then we have the after update we have get products. So let's go to the get products. So you see inside get products what's the problem. This I have to change, because now product does not have to deal with the categories, does not have to deal with the sizes, does not have to deal with the colors. Just remove this. That's it. And now because I want only product ID and the product name, so all these things should be removed. So a simple query for getting the products, product ID and the product name. That's it. Okay. So just execute this. Okay, it says gives me an error. Okay, so it is executed. I have executed the query again, or the procedure again. What was the problem? The error that you have seen just now. Let me show you that. So products. Let me select the get products again. Okay, here the semicolon was missing. So I have just added a semicolon and then executed again. So the product completed. Executed successfully this stored procedure. So get products is also updated now. Now we have left with the delete product. So do we have the delete product? Let us check. Yes. And here don't need to change anything because we only have to pass the ID. So delete product. Okay. And now let's go to the purchase invoice insert. Insert purchase invoice details. This one. Here I have to pass three more things. That is the category ID and the color ID and the size ID. So add parameter inside this. Alright guys, I have refreshed my PHP my admin, and now I am going to edit this purchase invoice detail, sorry this one. So click on the edit. So this should be the UI that you need. Avoid that previous UI that was there, and now click on the add parameter, and I wanted to add the category ID that was integer, and here I'll pass one more category that is the column name PID underscore category ID, and another column name that is PID underscore size ID, and another column name that I'm going to add here is PI underscore color ID. So three columns, and now let's pass the values accordingly. So cat is the first column that I'm going to pass, and then we have to pass we will add another column that will be the size, and then the color ID. Okay, everything will be the ID. Another parameter that is the size, and it should be tiny int, and another parameter I'm going to add is the color. So cat, size and color IDs, these are the IDs. Okay, and let's try to execute this stored procedure. Commands completed successfully. Now I have with my stored procedure all the required things that I need inside this. So that's my insert parameter, sorry, stored procedure. Now let's go to the update invoice purchase invoice details. So update purchase invoice details, edit, and you see everything I'm going to update here, so I can update the other things also. So comma, and then PID underscore category ID is equals to cat. I will add in a while these parameters. Category, after category we have size ID, so equals to size, and then we need PID underscore color ID is equals to color. So let's add three parameters, and here I am going to pass the category ID, then size ID, and then color ID. These will be the names of my parameters. So just put cat, size and call, because I have passed cat, size and call. It should be tiny int, so that's fine, and let's execute this. So these things can also be updated now. Commands completed successfully. You see it's updated now, and now we have to go to the our purchase invoice table, and do the rest of the stuff. Okay, so that's my Dreamweaver and that's my purchase invoice table. I have done some quick changes here, so let me show you that as well. So you see the things are not coming here because I have removed all the categories, I have removed all the colors, I have removed all the products. So let me go to the okay, so here I am going to add the details. So let's first open the admin dashboard so that we can be able to add the sizes and the colors again. Right, let's add the login details. Now you see I have added a new category also for the products. Okay, and you know that how can you add inside this menu a new item or a new thing. So let's first go to the categories and add a new category. Let's say large, sorry, that not the large, let's say shirt. Shirt will become my first category, so save it, and then t-shirt, save it, and then trouser, and then save. So these are the three things. Now let's go to the sizes. So let's add large for shirt, save, then medium for shirt, save, and then small for shirt and save, and then we can add height or length, sorry, length 42 for trouser, something like this. So that's what we can do when we are going to add the sizes. Now the colors, let's add some colors. Okay, red, then we have to add green, and then okay, so TR is missing in this, we'll add inside the colors, and then blue. So three colors inside the colors table. Now let's go to the products table, and you see I have created a simple page for the products where we have one text box. So I am expecting from you guys, just like the roles we have created, similarly you can create the products table by yourself. I hope after so much efforts, and we are at the lecture number 24, so I am expecting from you guys to create the product table by yourself. It's a very simple user interface, and I have added, just like other things that I have added inside my admin dashboard, I have done the same. Okay, so it's a task for you guys. Hope you can do this. So let's add a product, let's say denim, and add product. So you see denim added successfully, but you see because I don't want these things right now, so I have to remove this, so I have to alter these things. Let's go to the products page. Where is this? You can see products, and this is basically my products page, and here I have done with the radio button and the product name. So I don't need these all things because these things are not available, by the way. So let's remove this TD. Now that's better, and here we have to change the headings as well. So remove everything, category, size, color, and then that's fine. And here also we have to remove these, so 5, 6 and 7, just remove this, and now we have to remove from here as well. So that's fine, and now let's check. So go to the browser and view products. Now you see we have this, but still these headings are appearing. So this means that inside the retrieve products we have the headings. So just remove the category, sizes, colors, and then save, and then come here and click on the view button. You see now you have the product and you have actions. So let's click on the edit. So you see, please select any product first and then edit. So you see it's in the edit mode, denim 2, 3 and update. So you see it's updated, and similarly if you wanted to delete, we can delete it. Okay, so everything is same as we have done before, just I have altered or created a new page. Simple. Okay, so this is the overall code. If you see, I'm scrolling for you, so you can pause it and verify your details accordingly. So that's the whole code for the products page. That's the PHP part for the product page. I hope you can use this for your reference. And then I have added this inside the admin DB page. So let me show you that. Let's go to the source code again, and here you see I have just added just like others, I have just added the products and given the ID 9. Okay, and respectively I have given the hidden value 9 in my products page. So that's it. So guys, and here I have also added the products as in the LSF. So that's the changes. And now I have done another change. Let me show you that. When we go to the purchase invoice now, and let's refresh. So you see now my products name was the text box in the previous lectures, but I have updated that with a drop down list. Now shirt, with the shirt we have the categories coming from the database using Ajax, and then the colors and the product name that is coming from the database. Okay, so all the things that I have done just because of this thing. And now when I add this inside the table, so I should have the ID of the product already available. Otherwise, if we directly typing the name, then we have to insert the product here first, and then we'll retrieve the ID of the product again and again. So that will become a lengthy and difficult task. That's why we have done all this effort. Now the next step is to specify or to show you the coding of the product. So let's go to the purchase invoice and close this admin DB. So in the purchase invoice, you see guys, instead of the text box, I have removed and I have copied and pasted the same line and utilized the same function, but used the get products stored procedure and displayed inside the product drop down. That's it. And then the next thing is we can write here just product. That's it. Now refresh. So the next step that we have to do is, let me show you. After selecting the supplier, shirt, large, red, denim, quantity, price, add item. So you see, okay, but you see here product is undefined because I haven't get the product from the drop down. So let's do this thing. So inside the jQuery, I am going to pick up the product like this, but this time I want to get the product name like from this code. So just change it to this code and give here pro dd. So whatever the product is selected, just pick up that and pick up the text of that product and store inside the product. Simple. And then we have added that. So that's the small changing. Now let's go and refresh this. Okay, so date, choose suppliers, then category, colors, product, quantity, price, add item. Now you see the denim is coming. Okay, similarly, now if I wanted to add another, so I can also add another one. I hope it is clear to everyone, guys. So now that's all for today. In the next lecture, we will continue with the purchase invoice and how can we save the purchase invoice inside the database. We'll see that in the next lecture. So thank you so much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.